and welcome to the Kilby Life. My name is Elizabeth, and today we're going to be talking about homeschooling. Specifically, our curriculum picks for the 2021-2022 school year. Now, if you watched my video about saving money while homeschooling, you'll know that a lot of times we buy curriculum as PDFs, and I don't have most of those PDFs back from the printer yet, so we're not going to be doing flip-throughs. We also are switching a lot of our curriculums this year, so I will give a little bit more information about the ones that we've used in the past and how I feel about them, but all the new curriculums, I don't have enough information yet to give you any sort of review. So I'll let you know why we picked them, and then I'll check back in a couple months and let you know what we think about how it's going so far. So let's get started. We are going to be starting our school days with our Bible study. And the curriculum that we're using is actually just a family Bible study from the Daily Grace Company called The Character of God. I've done some of their studies personally, but we haven't done one as a family yet, so I'm really excited to try this out with my kiddos. It looks like it's going to be a pretty short Bible reading and then a little bit of their comments on it and then a few short questions. So it'll be enough to get us going and doing and talking, but not so much that it feels overwhelming or like a huge chunk of time at the beginning of our day before we can move on to our other subjects. My littlest two are going to be pre-K and kind of kindergarten, first grade, and they are going to be using reading eggs and math seeds on the computer. Now, we've been using them since Abigail was little, so it's been quite a few years now. And one thing that I really love about them is they have worksheets for free that you can print off with your subscription to the online games and activities. And so they correspond with the lessons really well, and it gives them good practice sitting and doing schoolwork at a table, writing and coloring and matching and doing all of that stuff, as well as the online stuff. So it's a good combination of both. And Timothy, my 4-year-old, he'll be 5 by the time we start, but he is really looking forward to getting to do real schoolwork this year. So it's a really gentle introduction. The other thing I really love about them is I had planned to use them as a pre-K and kindergarten program. And when my twins finished it, I realized that they were past first grade math and a lot of the first grade English. So we actually just started them in second grade after they got finished with math seeds and reading eggs, the first 100 lessons of each. So we will see, depending on where Isaac ends up and Timothy after him, we'll decide what grade level to put them in after that. But it was really encouraging and exciting to me that it was such a solid program that they started out in their formal schooling a lot further along than I expected them to. For math, we're using a program called Mammoth. All of my kids have used it from first grade up through sixth grade. And we have really liked it so far. It's not super fancy, it's not super colorful, but it does a really good job of instructing students and presenting information well and giving them small chunks to work on every day that build on each other. And so we've really liked it so far, and it seems like a really solid curriculum. Now, Grace is too old for that now. She is ahead in math, and she's going into 7th grade this year. So she is going to be finishing teaching textbook 7. She's got a couple chapters left in that, and then she's going to be moving into teaching textbooks pre-algebra. So that is a computer-based program where she watches a lesson and then does some practice problems and then has basically homework that checks itself, so I don't even have to be involved in that. So she is really excited about doing that program, and I think it's going to be a really good fit for her as well. And then hopefully as the other kids get older, they'll move straight into that as well if it works well for her. For history this year, we're going to be continuing with The Good and the Beautiful. They have a 4-year history cycle, and we just did year 4 last year. So we're going to go back and start over at the beginning. And what I really like about this program is that it covers the entire span of history, but highlights different chunks in each year course. So it really keeps the kids' attention a little bit better than spending a ton of time on one time period. We're going to see if it works well again this year. The other thing I really like about it is they have student workbooks that go with it that they call Student Explorers that you can, I think it's broken up into 4 different grade levels. And so Grace did year 1 last time when she was in 4th grade. And so she'll have a different Explorer now than she did then. So it'll be accelerated work, harder projects, more reading comprehension things that she may not have gotten before, or additional information that she hasn't been given before. So I'm excited to see the difference and what she thinks about the difference between doing it last time and doing it this time, if she found it repetitive or if she enjoyed the added information. So I will check back with you on that and let you know how it's going. For English this year, Grace and the twins are sticking with the good and the beautiful again. Their program is very comprehensive. There's geography, arts, grammar, literature, all kind of wrapped up into one. So it's a very comprehensive course. So far, we've really enjoyed it. Grace really likes it. The twins do well with it, and their revised editions have made it even easier with the twins. Abby is going to be switching over to Master Books Language Lessons for a Living Education, just because her learning style is a little bit different, and so this curriculum seems to be more streamlined, which I think she will do better with. So I'm excited to see if she enjoys English a little bit more this year, but also just the difference in the curriculums. And then maybe in the future, the twins will switch over to the other one. We'll see how it goes, but we're going to be trying that out with her this year. If anybody ever asks me for curriculum picks, I can pretty much tell you what I think and why about what we're using for most subjects except science. I have yet to find a science curriculum that I like. Last year, Grace did a self-led physiology and anatomy study that she really enjoyed. And so this year, she is going with something similar from Master Books called General Science 1. It's weather, minerals. There's 2 other books, oceans and one other one, that she's going to be doing on her own. So following their schedule and going through and completing that course on her own for the most part this year. So she's excited about that. The other kids and I are going to be doing Master Books God's Design for Life, which is plants, animals, and the human body. And so that's going to be a lot of fun for us, and it looks like it's going to be a good fit with that great balance of hands-on and good textbook explanations. So again, I will check back and let you know how that's going, but that's what we're going to be using this year. And hopefully it's going to be a better fit than last year's science, which we changed 3 times throughout the course of the year. It didn't go well. For spelling this year, Abby has lists included with her textbook, so she's going to be using those. And the twins are going to be continuing with Building Spelling Skills from Christian Liberty Press. It's not a fancy workbook, but it is really thoughtful word lists, and I really like the activities that they have that go with it. It's 4 short activities, 1 a day, and then on the 5th day you take your spelling test. So they're going to be sticking with that. We're also going to be using a website called spellingtraining.com, where I can put their lists onto that program, and they can use those lists to play games, and they can even take their tests online if they want to. So we're going to try that just for a little bit of computer time, as well as since the lists are customizable, being able to stick with the courses that we've been using, but kind of introducing them in a new way. Speaking of computers, we are going to be doing typing again this year. We're using typingclub.com. The course that we picked, I think, has over 600 lessons in it, so it should be a good program for them to learn and grow and develop their typing skills. And so the twins are looking forward to that as well, just again, some computer time and getting on there to get some practice. So I'm really excited about that, and we'll see how that one goes as well. Again, I don't have any flip-throughs because we're still waiting on most of our curriculum to come in the mail, and we haven't used a bunch of these programs before, so I will let you know how they go and what I think of them. Maybe we'll do some flip-throughs coming up as we get into it a little bit more and I know what to expect from the curriculums. But we are really looking forward to our school year. Let me know in the comments below what you are using this year, or if you have any questions, and I'd be happy to answer them. Hope you have a great day, and we will talk soon.